Have you ever seen a lethal injection execution? The man strapped to the death chamber bed watched as the needle slowly pierced into his artery. Everyone thought it was going to be a routine execution, but after the first drug, sodium thiopental, was injected, the prisoner did not lose consciousness. The second drug, the muscle relaxant, also failed to paralyze him or stop his breathing. As the final dose of potassium chloride entered his body, everyone assumed he would slip away without pain. Instead, his entire body convulsed violently, and he began screaming in unbearable agony. The horrific scene terrified everyone watching from behind the glass. Finally, the man's veins bulged, and he died a gruesome death. When the guards examined the syringes, they discovered the drugs had been tampered with. This immediately made Nick think of a criminal from 10 years ago, Darby. The team rushed to his residence, while Darby was at home excitedly watching the live news report. Just then, his phone rang. It was a call from a stranger who seemed to know everything about him, which filled Darby with fear. The stranger told him to look outside. Sirens wailed, and several police cars were racing toward his house. In a panic, Darby fled to the rooftop, firing multiple shots at the cars below, desperate to be noticed. This confirmed Nick's suspicion. While fleeing, Darby was instructed by the mysterious caller to drop his gun and head toward an abandoned factory up ahead. There, he would find a police car. The stranger said he had already knocked out the officer inside. With no other option, Darby followed the instructions. Sure enough, an empty lot held a police car with an unconscious officer inside. Darby snatched the officer's gun, slammed him awake, and forced him to drive in order to escape the pursuing police. Soon, the car stopped in a deserted area. Darby ordered the officer out of the car. Just as he was about to kill him, the phone rang again. It was still the stranger. To Darby's shock, the officer standing before him was the very caller himself. That man was Clyde, the true protagonist of this story. 10 years ago, Clyde had a happy family of 3. But one day, a frantic knock on the door changed everything. When Clyde opened it, he was struck down with a heavy blow. 2 intruders had broken in to rob the house. Beaten and powerless, Clyde was bound tightly with explosives. At first, the robbers only wanted money, but when they saw Clyde's wife, Darby suddenly changed his mind. He stabbed Clyde in the stomach with a knife, then murdered and violated his wife right in front of him. Even more horrifying, he did not spare Clyde's 5-year-old daughter, Abby. In that moment, Clyde was drowned in endless despair and agony. His happy family was destroyed in an instant, leaving only Clyde unconscious on the floor.